hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Hope you guys are all doing well out there on this, the something of July. I don't know what. I don't really know.
Are
the
we still in
dates anymore.
July?
I think so.
I have no idea.
It's the hottest day of July.
That,
For now.
yeah, that seems to be happening over and over again right
I think today's
now.
a Monday because we're doing the podcast.
There
Does
you
that
go.
Sound right? I don't know. They all kind of run together now.
I can't tell the days apart.
I haven't been able to tell the days apart since late February, early March. It's been an absolute S show.
Yeah.
I do have my first actual in-face meetings for work this week, so that's
Whoa.
that's a big step for me.
Threshold.
I was kind of excited.
Nice knowing you, dude.
Yeah, this is it. This is how I go down, chasing that dollar.
Taking the deep plunge.
I always say what
Back to
what
the
you love
Zoom.
what you love will kill you.
Back to Zoom podcasting.
Yeah, that's just about right. Yeah, you actually get to. The dude wanted to have beers. I was
Oh,
like,
so you're
nothing wrong with
you're not
that.
traveling. You're staying in state.
no.
staying
Yeah,
in
it's
the
all
city.
local.
Local.
But had one client reach out, said they wanted to do lunch. I was like, I eat outside
Yeah.
on the 100 degrees in a sport
Zoom
coat.
beers?
Zoom beers.
Yeah.
Zeers. And then the one guy was like, I've got a bitchin' ass like conference room, like a huge conference room. He's like, we put a cooler in the center of the table. I'll sit at one end, you sit at the other. I was like, that actually sounds all right.
Yeah, that does.
You know,
Ring the bell for the assistant that comes and cracks your beer, brings it to you.
yeah, that would be all right. I'll be like, hey man, how's it going down there? Do you want to pass me another one of those Miller Lights? I'm loving this meeting. This is going
What?
great. I always said I'm loving the meeting.
Yeah. I'm loving the meat sandwich too. What? I can't really.
No, the meeting. It's going great.
Text me your
Yeah.
information.
Okay.
I can barely see your droplets down here. This is perfect. Sorry, I can't start playing with that. Now, everyone just got a glimpse into what these poor guys have had to listen to for the last 15 minutes here.
Yep.
Me just doing speeches.
I'm in class all this week, and they have us all at our own tables, probably about 8 feet apart. And there's like 11 of us, and the room's like, the room can hold like a couple hundred people easily, and we're still wearing masks the whole day in the class.
Yeah, you're in that circulation of air.
Yeah,
Damn.
I feel really unsafe.
No, you don't.
Not at all.
No. You're in a cavernous room.
It is hard though, like sitting in a learning environment, which is just hard for me anyway. But like the teachers at the front talking with a
Bullhorn.
no with a mask and nothing, like no like audio upgrades at all. It's just like
Peanuts.
like okay, dude.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
Then they gave us they gave us each zip drive with all the core stuff on it because we're paper free now, and I'm like trying to click through the 122 PowerPoint slides. Oh, guess what?
Gross.
The teacher, he didn't like the way it was set up, so he changed his around. So that's real fun to try to follow.
So he's on page 42.
Yeah,
Jumping
which could be
around.
literally
Yeah.
anywhere for you.
like way to go, dude. Way to go. You had one job.
One job.
PowerPoint slides are the worst anyway, and now you've made it. that
Nah,
much
you get a
more
couple
difficult.
star swipes in there. The star goes across or like fades in checkerboard style.
Oh, this
with
guy
the
did a
face.
couple videos, so he thought he was hot shit.
Oh, dude, I'm the king of the animation. Like, because that's literally the only cool thing I know how to do. The slide looks janky as shit, but then it'll fly in from one side or spiral in. Everyone's like, "This cheesy son of a bitch." I'm like, "This shit was dope in the '90s, y'all."
Yeah, I thought I achieved something when I was able to link the background music for
Ooh,
the slide.
ooh,
when,
that's
when
actually-
it transitioned in, it would
Yeah.
play something in the background.
That's some 300 level stuff right there. I like that.
Show off.
Late 90s.
Humble brag over here.
That wasn't humble. That was just a brag. That's pretty cool. I don't
Did you guys
mind it.
see the so Texas Motor Speedway let some fans in the other day. I was watching the race. I actually had a chance.
I heard they let like 30,000 in out of like 100.
Oh, no.
Not even.
Really?
Oh, that's what I'd heard.
I mean, it was like probably, I would say, max 5,000 people that were the
really?
front stretch. And they were all social distancing. There were families and groups sitting together. But what was hilarious is, the commentators are saying, social distancing, doing all this good stuff. And then they had to red flag the race because there was a major wreck. Had to
Coronavirus outbreak.
And they all, they red flagged the race. All the guys are stopped right at the start-finish line. And all the rules just went out the window. And everybody, just like they would, rolled right down to the fence on top of each other
to look at the cars.
Yeah, and the commentators are like, oh, we should really be social distancing.
I'd like to call that a Texas thing, but I think that's just a NASCAR thing.
That's just
Did I hear that they booed Bubba Wallace when he came out and then cheered when he wrecked?
That was an all-star race in Bristol. And
That's a bad look.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a bad look.
Yeah, NASCAR, though. Oh, look, he's in the wall.
Well, they always cheer when people wreck, so, I mean, that's not really...
I guess that's true. That's not really indicative of... Boy, we're getting some echo tonight. I'm sorry. If I've already touched it twice and it's
not going well.
5 minutes and 19 seconds in.
Can we put the tape over that button?
I apologize to the listeners in advance.
Well, it keeps coming up. Hey, Bobby, you send a beer down here? We're social distancing at Texas Motor Speedway. See, there's just, as long as we keep talking about cavernous environments.
I think that's how echoes work in a NASCAR environment, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
No, I'll screw up the whole board. That's the only sound effect we've got today. I'm sorry. That's just how that's going to have to be.
Or you're welcome.
True. True. Well, it doesn't, I still have all my.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank goodness, right?
Yeah.
Still got all the good stuff. Yeah, that just reminded me to turn those back on. I am having fun with the board, people. That is
producing.
for sure. That's what I've been doing, man. Lots of producing.
Can't help it.
That's what you've been doing all week, though.
Oh, dude. It's been an interesting week for me. All right, on a successful note, this is my humble brag. I went tubing, and I'm only sunburnt in 2 little tiny spots where obviously there was an oversight of lotion application, but I did it.
That's
guys.
good.
I've been in the sun.
Who'd you go with?
And I made it back. It was a guy I don't know. I mean, I've met him once.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
His wife, and then Matt and his wife.
Nice.
And took the girls out there. So I was the DD again.
What?
I'm
Why
racking.
Why are you going tubing?
I'm racking up sober miles right now. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. I think I've become an enabler.
You never leave this house, and then when you do, you're DD.
That seems to be the MO. In fact, this weekend I'm driving to a winery as the DD.
But that's a pretty good change of pace for you because since the virus, you've been at home doing exactly what you're doing right now, 24/7, having a beverage. You get out of the house, give it a break.
Maybe that is it. It's like I'm doing whatever I want, and I went through that whole like alcoholic like stay home stage, which I think everybody did at first. Was just like, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Drink for the next 3 days. Like
4:00, and I'm already home and got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I might crack a beer.
Yeah.
So maybe that is it. It's just like the change of pace. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just drive. But I've instituted a new thing where I tell my wife, I'm like, all right, well, we're leaving at 10 because I don't start feeling
10 p.m.
10 a.m.
Oh,
Because I don't start feeling the urge to drink till the afternoon.
yeah,
So even if I'm on the river, like I'm okay just having 1 or 2,
yeah.
just because it's early.
But by 4:00, you're ready to start.
Oh, and then I go into the night
Yeah,
because I'm a night owl, and my wife's a morning person, so she's been working out since 5 a.m.
yeah.
So 10 o'clock.
Oh, she's long. Well, by 10 at night, she's long in bed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants no part of it.
Mm.
Yeah, so so that was my humble brag. I went tubing and I didn't burn. Very excited about that. But I've got a couple other projects I've been working on this week that have been fantastic. One of which I'm going to back away from the bar and model for you now.
I've already seen.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, nice.
Did you shave your legs?
Is that custom?
That right there, my friends, is Italian denim.
Wow.
When I first started dating my wife, she worked at Nordstrom, and I was desperately trying to impress her. And I was like, what kind of jeans should I be wearing? She's like, oh, Mavis, of
Only
course.
the best.
And I'm like,
Mavis.
yeah, definitely Mavis, M-A-V-I. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
But I own Mavis now. They're Italian denim. So I've learned a little something about Italian denim.
I think Mavi would roll over in his grave if he's gone, if he saw what you've done to his Italian denim.
Dude, I made beautiful jorts out of this Italian denim. But what you will notice is Italian denim does not hold up like American denim. American denim,
Of course not.
is tough.
USA.
You know what I mean?
USA.
Levi Strauss invented that shit for
working.
for miners and for prospectors who were going on the gold rush. I mean, that's what this stuff was made for.
Cowboys and shit.
Cowboying.
Yeah. I mean, that's when you were living hard, you got a pair of jeans, they lasted forever. And American denim has always towed that line.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Italian denim is soft and comfortable and doesn't hold up to doing American shit.
Kind of like your Miata.
No, that holds up to all kinds of awesome American shit. Today, I hopped out of my Miata wearing these jorts because I am rocking a pair of ever so slight jorts that I have cut out of a pair of Italian denim. And I hopped out of that Miata in my jorts today and was like just walking in all proud. I'm like, there is something about a jort wearing Miata driving guy.
Yeah, there's something about that guy.
People love it.
I think Ely would have a few words to say on that. I know
Ely won't say a motherfucking word about jorts. That dude is the reason I have jorts because when I cut him, my wife's first words to me, "What are you trying to look like, Ely?" Exactly what she said.
I wish I knew Ely in his Jorts days. I didn't know Jorts Ely.
He was wearing jorts through 2005.
That's late,
Like
in the
on
game.
the reg.
That's late in the game.
Yeah, jorts faded out in like the mid 90s.
95. Yeah.
And Ely was like, "Not on my watch, bitch." And he had the jorts with the roll on them and everything.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was done up right. And so I was like, I'm gonna make some jorts because I've been using these as like my getting under the car, working on stuff. So they had holes everywhere, and they had duct tape across the knees just to hold them together. And they were fraying. They have holes up here in the thighs, which I don't even know how you get holes in your thighs. Like, there's nothing that flexes there.
Yeah.
But Italian denim's the best at getting holes. So I ended up ironing some patches in here on the inside, so they look all good. But they look custom, and I cut them right where one of the holes was. That's how I determined the length. I was like, well, this is where the hole
I know you're
ends.
colorblind. Not sure if you can tell, but they are disgusting.
There's a little bit of paint.
How so?
Soap and water have not touched those things.
There's a bleach spot.
in quite a while.
Couple things.
No, people pay a lot of money for that look.
They do.
Like, I have a pair of Dickies, like
They
work
do.
shorts
They just
that I
don't
wear.
spend as much time putting it together as you did.
Yeah, because I earn my stains. Like, I have a pair of Dickies that's covered in wood stain, oil, paint
You bought them like
splotches.
that.
I bought them stock, standard $20 Dickies. The other day I was online. There was a company selling $200 Dickies that look exactly like my Dickies. They take them, they destroy them with stain and paint and mess them up, and then they sell them. And people are spending buku bucks to get the look that I just naturally pigpen my way into over time. It's just what I do.
That's what that dust cloud's about, huh?
And so, yeah, these are certainly dirty, and they have not been washed. But they're so comfy, dude. I know they look stupid, but I feel so good.
Denim does get softer the more you wear it, that's for sure. So I can only imagine that soft
Italian
denim.
denim. Woo! And I've been wearing these for 15, 20 years. Come on. These things are nice. Real nice. And I bought them back when baggy was cool. And so as shorts, they're really comfortable.
Yeah.
They're baggy as shit. I mean,
You're wearing pajama pants, basically.
Yeah, like it's my nuts could hang out the bottom, but they're sharp, dude. So I've been loving them. But then when I cut the jorts, I had all this denim left over. So like I immediately pulled the console out of my 4Runner and wrapped it in denim, like the top cushion part. The
How did you
armrest.
connect it?
Just screws and just
So just screwed on the underside?
yeah. Like my daughter comes walking out.
You didn't do the dash?
No,
Denim
the
dash?
dash is pristine, but the console was tore up.
I was going to say
Oh,
it's
yeah,
beat
it
up,
was.
right?
So I took everything off of it, broke it down, put some denim on there. My daughter walks out in the middle of the night. I got all this denim, and I'm cutting, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm sitting there with a beer in my hand at like 11 o'clock at night with a drill.
What's she doing up?
She's a night owl. My youngest is just like me. Like she's up all hours of the night. Like in the morning, it's like, "Leave me alone. I don't want to be here."
That'll be fun.
She heard
Yeah,
a strange.
If you ever go back to school.
She heard a strange drilling noise. At 11,
Yeah, so she comes out.
11
She's like,
p.m.
"What are you doing?" I was like, I'm customizing my truck with denim. She's like, denim, that's cool. And she has like this like old phone of mine that she uses to listen to stuff to go to bed at night. Also a trait that I also have. And she was like, can we denim the phone case? And I was like,
challenge accepted.
Absolutely, we can denim the phone case. I was like, you help me reinstall this console, I'll denim your phone case. So she's out there with the flashlight helping me as I'm screwing it in the middle of the night. Got it all installed. And then we got a hot glue gun. We made her the dopest denim phone case I've ever seen, which then inspired me. She's like, what else are we going to denim? And I was like, a cooler. Let's denim my Igloo. And so you can see back there, the actual handle on my Igloo is now the finest Italian denim. Look at the color difference in that. That's the same pair of pants.
That's crazy.
Like, isn't that wild? I'm wearing, like, bleached out, destroyed.
Faded,
Yeah. And that's these pants had been through hell.
Where is that part of the denim coming from?
Lower leg, just beneath the holes. Very nice. So I denimed everything. We got denim phone cases. I was making denim bookmarks for my oldest daughter because I felt bad, which is literally just strips that I've now trimmed really neatly. She's like, thanks. I was like, I was thinking of you.
Worst gift ever.
Well, you don't want to give one kid a gift.
Yeah.
So one's got a denim phone case. The other one's got a piece of denim. And I'm like,
I kind of want to do that to a pair of jeans, but I honestly haven't had jeans with holes in them since I was a child.
How's that possible?
I don't run around on my knees. I don't know how you've worn holes.
Lie.
Said the guy who has holy jeans on his knees and his thighs. Again, that's weird.
Well, a lot of friction.
It's probably because I buy cheap jeans. I buy American jeans, but I do not have holy jeans. That's weird.
Ooh, these are nice. Y'all are digging it,
prancing around those things.
Because I'm digging my denim.
Cover those things up. Man.
I've been wearing jorts, and even my daughters who don't know fashion, they're like, Dad, that went out of style so long ago. I'm like, you were not even alive when they were in style. How do you know this? They're like, I'm just telling you. Girls can wear that. You cannot. I'm like, challenge accepted.
Did you explain to them that that's sexist and you're not going to stand for that in your household?
You know, for such young kids, they're not very woke. It's a little messed
Tighten
up.
up, ladies.
So I've taken to rolling them in the house, which I do not like because that really gets them to very short lengths.
Oh, rolling them up?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So around the house, I'm walking around in rolled up denim. Out here around the fellas, you know.
So do you have some Birkenstocks and a headband as accessories?
Do you know, now that you say that, I absolutely do have a pair of Birkenstocks, and I have a headband that has a mullet attached to the back.
You're ready to go.
So I'm assuming your hacky sack game has just skyrocketed all of a sudden.
Mostly devil sticks. Mostly devil sticks. Been rocking those. I'm not a big hacky sack guy. You know, ever the contrarian that I am. Like, even when it comes to hippie sports, I'm like, oh, me? I'm over here with the hula hoop.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, oh, I'm not going to get in your hack circle.
Yeah.
I do remember
your ultimate frisbee.
A buddy of mine got some devil sticks in '96, and it was pretty cool.
I would be lying if I said there weren't a pair of devil sticks in my house right now.
Yeah.
Because those things are awesome.
You had devil sticks.
Yeah, I have some now, currently.
No, but I mean, I remember you specifically playing with them.
Oh, in college?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, absolutely. I'd sit there, hey, man, devil sticking it up. You guys want a hack? Nah, man, I get devil sticks, man. Look at this, loops. The 2 loops.
And my digital audio tapes.
You're like,
yeah, man.
You're like, hacky sack is so old school. I'm new school with the devil sticks.
Yeah, you guys are hippies, man. Just me and my devil sticks. It was cool. I liked it. But these jorts, man, they've changed my life. I feel great. I actually have worn these out on multiple occasions now, much to the entire family's chagrin.
So are you like digging through from other jeans to like cut up?
Now I'm looking for more stuff to put denim on. Right now it's in my car. Like I said, it's on my cooler. It's on my daughter's case. I need more
Bro's
things.
Gonna have like a denim wallet before you know it.
Yeah.
Actually, my daughter and I discussed the possibility of doing a denim wallet. She wants me to work on a koozie, but I have to get my other daughter to learn because she knows how to sew. So I need her to do because I don't want to like hot glue that. I want it to have black stitching so it really stands out. I've thought about this. Like, this is happening.
Yeah.
I'm getting a denim koozie.
Troy, the next time we come in here, the microphone is going to be wrapped.
Oh, yeah, we'll have...
Oh, my God, I will look like like Steven Tyler, like, denim strips coming off here.
Have a denim beer tap on the kegerator.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Denim taps. See, there's so many things we can wrap in denim, and I have
Anything that stays still long enough has a chance to be denim.
That's right. Yeah. Even the dog when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Denim buttle.
He's gonna get a denim collar.
And if I made a testicle warmer, it would be really small because of the one nut.
Did he never get that fixed?
No.
Good for
God
him.
never granted him a second testicle. Because I only wanted half
a
male.
dog.
Yeah. You know? Like, I'd like a boy dog, but like, kinda. We
Yeah.
got just the one over here. We call him One Nut.
That
I'll
little
call him Wrigley.
that little shit was being super aggressive this afternoon when I got here.
He's actually turning a corner to like, this quarantine was the worst thing for socializing a new dog.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't see people. He does see a dog now. Like I run him over to the one dog's house all the time. So but people just losing his mind. I gotta find a way to like get him socialized. Like I don't need to take him to a dog park. I need to take him to a bar.
Yeah, people park.
I thought it would be better with people versus other dogs. He probably doesn't see other dogs as much.
But he's not seeing many people.
Yeah, he's just not. Remember when
In
he was
general,
a puppy?
yeah, there was a lot of
there
people
were
here.
12, 15 dudes coming over every weekend, so he was constantly seeing people, and he was just excited. Then all the people stopped.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then one day, one showed up, and he's like, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah, he was barking at me while he was in the house, and then we came out, he was barking at me.
Yeah, it
Like
just
he's never seen me before.
hasn't been great.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make some like little denim eye, like the blinders, like
Yeah.
on horses. Then he can only see
Peaky
people.
blinders.
Or I could just do
Denim.
that. Yeah, give him one eye to match his one
God,
ball.
I can't wait for that show to come back home.
Well,
Dude,
you
my-
fuckers ruined me with Yellowstone.
Oh, so good.
Don't wait. Well, I haven't seen the last two.
Nah, we
I
won't-
missed the last two Sundays.
We
I gotta
won't
catch up.
spoil anything, but
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Yes.
Like
It's
that
one of those-
show is so good.
It's one of those shows you just don't want to end.
You know what I didn't get a chance to watch this week? Warrior Nun.
Oh, no.
no.
I'm still only at episode 2. I'm afraid I might have wriggled off that hook.
No.
I might be the one
Get
that
back
got
on
away.
that horse.
I'm having a hard time.
What's your wife saying about that? I thought she was into it.
We haven't really been up late because the drinking starts at 10 for her. The drinking starts at 4 for me for the
Well,
most part.
On an average night, she's in bed at what, 8:30? So, I mean,
Yeah, she's in bed now.
yeah.
Definitely.
So, I mean, on a day drinking day, good gracious.
It's a different ball game.
So she might stay up later, is what
And
you're
then
saying.
during the if she starts later, yes.
But not
on-
at 10 o'clock. Not at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, if we're out there, because we're out there at 11 is when she'll start, and I'll just have a couple on the river and then off 2Z races for her. And,
Yeah.
and then I just get started up later, and she's like, "What do you want for dinner?" And that's just a prelude to a nap,
Yes, that's bedtime.
and it's just me priming the pump. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Very different
You're
agendas.
just coming out of the starting blocks, and she's crossing the finish line.
Yeah. I did have a very productive weekend, though. And then, so I made denim everything. Everything. If anyone needs denim anything, let me know. I will denim it, and it'll look
I
good.
got you, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It'll be Italian denim. What do you want there, Stu? A
You want a
bracelet?
bracelet?
Little down bracelet. Figure it out.
You want one?
No.
I'll make you a friendship bracelet, Stu.
Who wears bracelets? Oh, wait. you
Stu and
two.
I. Dude,
Yeah.
you're the only weirdo.
I'm the weird one. That's right.
What do you got there?
Wood?
Anal beads?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is kind of what they look like. That's not cool.
You never know.
Large and small.
Never know where
I
you're
was
going
going
to
to
need
say,
them.
he's got a U set and a new set on there.
Yeah, I got a virgin set on there. I got white and black anal beads on. It's kind of what I like. Oh, speaking of anal beads, you're going to take me down a road. Okay.
All
Game
right.
on.
You did this. Turn off your podcast, people. I had a weird anal bead weekend. No,
Oh,
that's
wow.
not exactly right. No, so
This wasn't on the
This
to-do
can't be
list, but I
framed
like where this is
anyway.
going.
Good.
So no, this is fine. If we're going to talk about this stuff, we'll talk about this stuff just a little bit, So, I was being very productive this weekend. Very productive.
Sounds like it.
So after that, I then installed seat belts in my truck. like 3-point retractable seat belts in the back
for the rear.
Yeah, so the kids now have. So like I was working on the truck, right? Well, let's rewind. Earlier in the week, I wake up and there is this fucking sound, and I don't know what it is, and it's like annoying me. Now my wife has like white noise on in the room all the time,
right?
So it's always like shh, and she had left the white noise on. So I'm just hearing this shh, it's pretty normal. But there's something else, and I'm like, there's something in the air ducts. Like there's something rattling. Like it's not, something's wrong, right? And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like looking everywhere. And I'm like, I'm going up in the attic, and I'm walking around, I'm walking the ductwork, and I'm like, I cannot figure this out. Like, what the hell?
You go up in the attic in the middle of the night? Or is this like...
No, this is in the morning. So,
okay.
I'm working. So, like, I finish one call, right? And then I'm like, I hang up, and I'm like, I still hear that damn noise. So I'm like, I better go up in the attic and check it. So I'm checking that. I'm looking around. I can't find this damn noise. And I call my wife, and I'm like, did you hear, like, a crazy noise? And she's like, it's funny you say that. I couldn't find it all morning. Like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, all right, so I'm not crazy. There is something wrong in the
You
house.
could be crazy and still hear something.
But if we both hear it,
Yeah.
then it's like it's a gas leak if we're both crazy.
I'm waiting for the connection from the previous statement.
Don't step on it, Stu.
Stu, there's
You'll get
always
there.
a connection.
That's how a story works.
This has got too many steps.
The steps,
It's building the suspense. I love it. Keep it
the
going.
steps don't end.
I love it. Let's go.
So I've walked the attic. I've walked the room. I've gone through the kids' rooms.
And then you found the anal beads.
I
Hold on,
can't-
wait. Let me let you finish.
So I trip over my anal beads because I've got the cue ball size.
Yeah.
Because I'm a grown
You're
man.
in advance.
Yeah, I'm in advance. No, so I'm like walking through the room, and then I'm like, all right, hold on. I think I'm pinpointing this. And now that my wife has already said that you're not crazy, I'm like, there really is something. So I turn off the white noise machine in the room because that had still been on, and I'm like, yeah, it's in this room. Like it's somewhere around here. And so now I'm opening up drawers, and I'm pulling shit out, and I'm looking everywhere, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? Then I opened the naughty drawer.
Oh, no.
Oh, I found it.
Uh-oh.
Shaking and doing its thing.
Turned on.
like somehow, I guess my wife said she was grabbing some stuff because there's like all kinds of stuff in the drawers. No. She wasn't up to anything.
Of course not.
So
Sure.
she shuts the drawer.
Came on all by itself.
And actually, I can now attest to the fact that this particular piece of equipment,
That thing has a pull start. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
dude, no,
Crank it
it's
up.
got the strangest start I've ever seen. Like literally starts up and start. I still don't understand this machine. I'm looking at this machine. I don't know what the hell it is, right? Like I've seen everything. Like I don't know what this was, dude. This was crazy. It's got a big old suction cup on one end. It's got a pump on another end, like does some weird shit. And then it's got something looks like a flower. I don't know what's going on. And it's
And you've never seen this thing?
dude, I ain't never seen this thing in my life. And I'm like, baby, I found the fucking problem. You got some weird contraption over here that's going crazy. And she's like, oh my God, is that what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, and it's just vibrating like crazy over here. And I was like, and the fucked up thing is like, I know everything. I have no idea what this is. She's like, honest to God, I have no idea what that is either. Like, I guess she had been at one of these parties and everyone's getting drunk.
Yeah,
and like,
you got to buy whatever.
But
yeah, so like,
don't want to
she-
feel bad.
she got some weird thing and she
That's
got
what I
it.
would tell my husband, too.
Yeah.
No, like, I'm telling you, like, this thing is odd. It was a virgin, you could tell. And she's like, I've had that thing for years, and then I found it and I stuck it in the drawer. And I was like, well, do you even know how to use it? She's like, I have no idea. I got to be honest. Like, I don't know anything about this thing. And I was like, well, it's the strangest damn thing I've ever seen, and it's going off like crazy.
When are you going to be home?
So
Yeah.
So she goes, you know what? I've never understood it. Well, you just throw it out. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Whoa, I would have been like, whoa, let's pump the brakes. Let's not do anything crazy here.
All right. So I tried angles. She wasn't interested.
Okay.
I did.
Thank
I tried
you.
it. I was
Thank
trying to,
Yeah.
maintain
Don't
her,
knock it till you try it.
maintain her,
Yeah.
her innocence here. I tried. She said, no, you don't understand. everything's weird. And I'm like, baby, does the suction cup have like for the suction or what's the pump for? And she's like, I honestly don't know. And I'm like sticking it on things and like pumping it. And, like, I'm playing with it, and I can't figure out how the hell it works either. I'm like, this thing is fucking whack.
Brenda's like, this thing goes great with my jorts.
Well, so I'd been asked to throw it out, right? So I was like, all right, I'll take care of it.
I'll get to it.
I'll take care of it, which means I put it right back where I found it.
Yeah.
And
Suction dick up to the door.
Yeah.
That way I won't forget it.
Just stuck it on the earpiece of my phone and just answered the phone all day long.
It's wrapped in denim. Now it feels that much
Yeah.
better.
Baby, it's got Italian denim on it now. I know you love Italy.
Now it's textured for her pleasure.
So I find this crazy thing, and I'm supposed to throw it out. Well, I'm working on the truck. You see, it all comes back.
Hood ornament.
Perfect hood ornament.
That's more of a Miata hood ornament, I think.
Dude.
What's this power switch do? Let
So
me show you.
I'm working on the truck, and I've got this giant dent in the side of my truck that like is all dented in, and it's bad. And I'm in there with a metal pole, shimmying it down by the glass, and I'm prying it and bending.
You're
I'm
rolling
feeling
the
it.
dice.
Yeah, I'm feeling it push against the glass, and I'm like, I don't want to break this glass, but I want this fucking dent out because I'm on this kick. Right, the truck now has a new console. It's now got 3-point seat belts in the back. Like it's time
new
to get,
vehicle.
It's time to get the dent out. Like I am in love with the truck because I've been working on
I
it.
already know where
all
you're
weekend.
going with this.
How'd
Oh,
you get
yeah.
that big ass dent anyway? Did like a Mack truck hit you in the side or something?
No, our buddy Chris was on a camp out and he was leaning on it and it was like thunk. Here's the funny thing about it though. Like right when I got the truck, the dent was there. Actually helped me get the price down. Right?
Yeah.
Well, then I stuck something in there and popped it, and the dent just popped right back out perfectly. Then I go camping like a couple years later. Chris just sticks his butt on it like ever so gently, and the whole door caves like worse than before. Donk.
Yeah, because once metal's been
Yeah.
damaged like that, it's never the same.
Never quite the same. So it just went in all the way. And I was like,
Way to
he
go,
felt
Chris.
He felt so bad. He's like,
As
dude,
he
I am-
should.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like,
Damage that fine piece of machinery.
I was like, funny thing, that was dented 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it just popped out. So I'll just pop it back out when we get home. Well, I went home and I did the same trick and it didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit. So I'm riding around with this giant dent. Well, then I'm working on the truck and I'm like, I'm going to pull this dent out. And I was like, I need a suction cup.
Oh, no.
So I'm looking all over my garage for a suction cup. And then it dawns on me.
The light bulb goes off.
You were supposed to throw out that weird suction cup with the pump vibrating pink orchid looking thing. And I was like, it's got a perfect suction cup on there. Like I've been trying like laser levels and like, they're not sucking. I'm like, this sucks. So I go upstairs and like the kids and my wife are all watching TV and I come down with like a plastic bag.
I bet shit.
And I'm all out there in the middle of the day, like neighbors going by, like, how you doing? And I've just got this giant sex toy stuck on the side of my truck, and I'm yanking it. Yank, yank,
Did you turn the vibration on to get a little bit extra?
Well, that's how I know. Like, the thing would turn on and turn off and turn on, and like it's vibrating in my hand, and I'm like trying to figure out where the on-off switch. There's literally no on-off switch. I still, to this day, we could go pull it out of the trash can. You couldn't figure out how to turn this on or off. There's no button.
You just got to squeeze it right.
Dude, trust me.
I squeeze the shit out of it. Wait, hold on. You guys tricked me into saying that.
Dude, I stuck it in every warm spot I could find on my body. I couldn't get it to turn on.
Why is Brendan's ass against the door?
I was turned on.
Why is he backed up against the truck door?
So I pulled a dent out. It was so fucking awkward. And so
So it worked?
so I'm jamming this thing. Wham, suck, wham, suck, wham, suck. Over and over. And it's turning off and turning on. And it's so loud.
So then you had to take a break and go take care of yourself.
So like the kids,
You're all worked up.
the kids come outside. So they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, and like hiding it
You're
under
like,
towels.
Don't come around the side of the car.
It's special time with the truck.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Oh, my God.
Come over here. But
Daddy,
dude,
why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
You're crying. Don't look at me. I'm in my refractory period.
The next 30 seconds, I'll tell you the truth about anything. This is the only time I'm honest. I love this truck.
Go get me some more denim.
Then again, 5 minutes later, you're ready to fix the door again.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, I'm working that dent so hard. So the truck has 3 new dents. Dude, I was beating the ever-living shit out of it. And then I was like online because now I'm like, can you use this to how do I do this?
I'm here in a forum trying to find out how to get a sex toy to take it down out of a truck. I like it.
God.
You'd be shocked how
I
many
bet you find it.
You'd be shocked how many people fuck Toyotas.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But so I got this damn toy, and they're like, use it like a plunger. Like, don't just put it on and yank.
Yeah.
Like, work
Back and
it.
forth. Oh,
work
I like
it
your
back
hand motion
and
there.
forth,
Yeah.
you know? So now I got this thing on there, and I'm getting the truck wet. Like, I'm pouring water all
Oh my
over
God,
the side.
dude,
of
this is getting more and more sexual. How can it get more sexual?
It's got, I had to get the truck so wet, and it was so hot out.
I lit a candle. I had Sade playing in the background.
Sade's what did it. That's actually when it finally popped. So
Sade will make you pop.
Sade did it, man. So it's like 100-some degrees. I have sweat pouring down me, dude. Like I am just covered in sweat with this giant sex toy in my hand that no one understands, and it's got this weird tube with a bulb flopping around on the ground, and it won't stop turning on and turning off. And the only way I know how to turn it off is to pull the batteries out. But I don't know why I did this. But every time I pulled the batteries out, I put them back in. It's like that's where they go.
I don't not whole without the batteries.
I don't want to make a mess. But then like 30 seconds later, it'll start vibrating again. And I'm like, damn it. And I have to pull the batteries and put them back in again.
Oh, my God.
So, after this experience, did you cry when you threw it away?
No.
Y'all had a bond, right?
Yeah. No.
You felt connected?
Used and abused. Wrote it hard and put it away wet.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So now I'm doing the plunger technique with this thing. And I'm like,
a little back and forth action.
which now I realize, like, I'm standing in my driveway with this giant pink latex thing, and I'm going back and forth now, like, hard. Like, donkum, 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 donkum. And the dog is going nuts at this point, just barking like crazy. So, like, the girls had already come out once. I had to hide it. Now I'm
you
going.
got the dog watching now?
Now
Now
I'm
it's
going,
really weird.
Yeah, now the dog's so donka, 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 pouring water all over the side. Donka, donka. The whole driveway soaking wet. This way. And I'm just working it like a plunger.
This is the worst B movie ever.
And I'm just like, please don't let anyone walk up. Please don't let anyone walk up. Because it was bad enough when the girls came out. At least I was on the other side of the car. I could throw it in and cover it with something.
Yeah.
But if anyone had come up the driveway, there's no
Your
denying
Schwann's guy comes bebopping in the driveway.
that this guy is working the side of a car and everything's
Hey,
vibrating.
Mr. Brendan here for some chicken pat. Oh, what have I seen?
Can I stick around? So then, as I'm working, I'm like, this fucking thing's not working. Like, it's just not working. And then it occurred to me that the instructions I said treat it like a plunger. I was like, oh, shit.
You took a shit on it?
I was like, a plunger? A plunger is the easiest thing to treat like a plunger.
I was just thinking.
So, I never got the dent out with the toy. But then I went
you
and
had
got
a good time.
Oh, I was so sweaty. But then I went and got a plunger, and I mean, within a minute,
Yeah.
the thing was like, ding! And like popped right out. So then I'm sitting there in my shame holding a plunger and this weird toy in my other hand. And I'm just standing there sweating in the driveway next to the truck. And I'm like, I am a fucking sight to behold right now. Like, this is not good. I got my headphones on.
I love this story. That is amazing.
The dent.
So I got the dent out. There's still a little crease, but like I got most of it out. And then I went back for more because I was like, that little crease. I was like, well, that's it, dude. That's what the smaller one's for. Now that the big part's out. So I did go back to working the damn little thing. Didn't work. I chucked it. It's in the trash is the end of the story, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just started vibrating because it honestly has no rhyme or reason to when it starts or stops. I squeezed it, pushed it, twisted it, did everything. It won't turn off or on.
Basically play bop it with it?
Yeah. Squeeze it, touch it, insert it. Whatever it
You
is.
should have at least kept the batteries.
It's at that point I was so ashamed of the batteries. I really was. I was just like, this is crazy. But yeah, I got the dent out.
Nice.
So I had a very productive week. But now you see, Stu, when you ask, what'd you do this weekend? And then you followed up with a question about anal beads Troy. Well, it actually did put me down a road of a story that I didn't know that I wanted to really talk about.
No, I just did not see that written down on the to talk about
Didn't
list.
see the connection.
Do you see it now?
Oh, too clear.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight. I'm going to have a hard time.
See it in my mind's eye. It's
I can
burned.
I'll get the thing. I'll show you guys. You'll see. It's the most confusing. And it's only been used on a Toyota. So.
Part of me wants to see it, and part of me just wants to let my imagination just run wild with it.
Either way, you're right. That's the good news.
Either way.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with this thing. Yeah, it wasn't my finest moment, but I fixed a dent.
Hey.
Show name.
I fixed the dent. Yeah.
Well, that's par for the course. Sex toy for the dent and a seltzer can for the exhaust. You're keeping up.
Yeah.
You're keeping pace.
That poor truck's slowly turning into a woman, isn't it? It's got a seltzer can exhaust.
And streamers for the new seatbelt. I mean, I like how you use these things.
This is how I roll, man. And it's got some Italian denim on the console. The truck's had an interesting week. It's never been safer, but it's never felt more violated. These are facts.
Yeah, that truck's calling some helpline right now.
And then he came out, and all I heard was vibrations. And then he was beating the shit out of my...
He was all sweaty and laughing maniacally.
And then when he was done, he brought a plunger.
Just when I thought it couldn't get any
Now
worse.
I'm covered in shit. I thought it was over. He looked exhausted.
Didn't even have the courtesy to take me for a ride.
Haven't driven it. No, I refuse to. That thing's disgusting. I won't get inside it now.
You'll
I know where it's been.
never hang your left arm out the window and feel that dent and think about anything other than that.
Yeah, just my sweaty ass vibrating in the driveway trying to get that fucking dent out. It didn't. And it didn't work. Like, had it worked, I would have been, like, so proud. But then I just, with shame, just dropped it in the trash.
Like that you thought it would work. I just like that you even, like, for a second was like, this should work.
For 15 minutes, I thought it would work. It's the longest sexual experience I've had in 20 years. It was crazy, dude.
And it ended with the plunger.
You almost
That's
wanted
terrible.
to get the
And
wife
it
to
ended
show
with
her.
the plunger. Yeah.
So, like, most sexual.
Yeah. You know I finished because I have pink eye.
Yeah.
You almost wanted to drag the wife out just to brag. It's been 15 minutes. I'm still going.
Look at me.
You said I couldn't do it again.
Look how sweaty I am. I didn't even take anything. This is just not natural. Oh, my God.
I'll show you.
Thanks, Romans.
This truck really turns me on.
So that guy blowing bubbles out of the shower knew what he was talking about all along.
That's hymns for hymns. I don't use for hymns. That stuff freaks me out, man. Sildenafil, thank you.
Man.
Oh.
That was a great little tangent there.
Yeah, that was nice. I
Yeah,
was not
sorry.
expecting that.
I gotta get,
Yeah, it's time for a deli.
I was going to say I need
Yeah.
another beer. Should I grab the deli?
I want a
might as well.
Let me get a cigarette and a beer. I'm done.
I haven't smoked in years, but I feel like one is due.
Yeah.
We're all just going to sit down here and relax for a little bit. You guys just hang tight.
Hey, everybody. Come over here. I've got a story to tell. You're going to love it.
Ooh, another low-cal, because we're keeping it thin this summer, huh?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know who helped us out with these Deschutes?
Let me guess.
I'll give you one guess.
Ryan Parker.
It was
of
Ryan
Tao
Parker.
Insurance.
Nice.
It was Ryan Parker from Tao Insurance. If you've got a dent in your car that you need fixed,
Perfect. You can't do it any better.
then you need to call Tao Insurance. Ryan Parker at 804-855-4567. Again, that's 804-855-4567. He can give you the car insurance you need to fix the dent on your car.
Just remember, he's insuring the car, not the equipment.
Well,
Not the tools.
I don't know. He said he's got farm. No, that's not going to do it. Umbrella. I think that covers everything.
Covers your tool.
There
yeah,
you go.
House
That
tools.
covers. That covers your tools. Okay. So reach out to Ryan. He can insure your car and your tools. He's the best.
Shit.
I do. Before we drink this, I do have a plug that is only earned by me, not paying for it. I talked to Jimmy Shaban at Screen Door Mortgage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mortgage rates are stupid. Let's
Yeah.
be very,
Oh, yeah.
very honest. Dude, under 3 right
Stupid
now.
low.
Stupid low.
And they're still
If
going.
you're ever considering refinancing your home,
Do
now
it.
is literally the time. I do want to give a plug, and this is not a paid for. This is an honest plug. Reach out. Ryan's is an honest plug, too. That didn't sound good in context. But Screen Door Mortgage. Look up Screen Door Mortgage. Jimmy's the one who will answer the phone. Google Screen Door Mortgage. He will get you set up. He'll do you right, and he can work with any of the people out there. He will get you the best rate. And I confirmed with him this week that he literally has Yeti cups for everybody.
Stacked.
Stu, you said he's got a closet full of Yeti. He goes, I actually do. And he said that anybody who refers him somebody, he'll hit up with a Yeti cup.
Nice.
So
Game on.
I'm trying to refer somebody.
Well, to clear up what Brendan was saying, everything we've ever sponsored since day one of this debacle that is the podcast has been a legit sponsor. We only sponsor friends that have quality products. That's the fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
fact.
the fact. Like,
Yeah.
we've had other opportunities to sell other items and other people, but if we don't know you and we don't like your product, you're not getting talked about. So it's everything we're talking about is legit products.
And I got a weird vibrator company coming on next week. I'll tell you all about. It's by Napa. It's Napa Dills.
So we have today the Deschutes Wowza Low-Cal Hazy Pale Ale.
So I've been excited about this because it's a hazy low-cal IPA.
I already hate it.
You know, I just
Because-
found out what makes them hazy.
What?
I just found this out. Like I've always wanted. It's come up a million times, and I've never
Yeah.
had an answer. Apparently, a hazy IPA is when the proteins they don't freeze it. They
yeah.
don't make it coagulate. When can you say the word?
Coagulate.
Thank you.
Coagulate.
So okay, perfect. All right. So you like get it super cold, and then all the protein,
Coagulates.
and then you just skim it off the top. But if you don't go through that step, then it's all still in there.
Well, it says here on the box, it says live yeast added to the can allows the beer to age gracefully to stay fresher longer. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
Interesting.
The back of the box says, embrace the impossible with only 100 calories, 4 grams of carbs, 4% alcohol volume, and a crisp, light finish. This full-flavored yet crushable citrus.
Oh, there it is
Crushable.
again.
There it is.
Fucking crushable.
Crushable, citrusy, hazy pale ale will make you say, wowza. And here's what I hate about it. The fact that this is crushable, the fact that it acts like 100 calories and 4 grams of carbs and 4% is something that hasn't been done before.
Been done by all those IPA
Yeah.
ones are coming in around that 3 to 4 mark.
But it also says chicory root has been added to bring some balance to the body of the beer without affecting the calorie count. So,
Oh, snap. Old chicory. Sounds like
4 carbs is not very low for 100 calories and 4%, only 4% alcohol. I mean, I'd rather just I haven't
but
tasted
it falls
yet.
into that range. The question is, can they make it an IPA? Because all the IPAs are high in everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be lower. Actually, no, it's a Coors Light. Coors Light will be higher in both categories.
it also says Sycamore, Citra, and Cashmere hops bring notes of candied orange and passion fruit with blackberry hops delivered.
I'm trying to read what's the Coors Light and carbs again?
Coors Light is the highest of all of the Bud Light, Miller Light,
Was that 5.7?
5 grams of carbs, 4.2% alcohol.
and calories should be about what, like 120,
No,
give or
it's
take.
like 10. 110?
It's over 100.
125, I think. It's hard to read on here.
You're right. 125.
So it is lighter than a Coors Light.
And should be more flavorful, right?
I mean, from what I've had so far. Yeah.
We think this can.
Wowza.
It's trippy. It's cool.
I do like the can.
It looks like a Tame Impala album cover.
It looks different than the other cans.
they're not going for anything lame. They're doing something else. I like the can color. I like it. I like the way it looks.
Fanta feel to it.
So this is the Deschutes Wowza Low-Cal Hazy Pale Ale.
Deschutes.
They got a little hop there in the middle of the O.
Deschutes usually does a pretty good job.
Yeah, I've had Deschutes and been a fan. So
Yeah, typically speaking, they do a good job. Now, I did find out.
I can smell it as soon as I popped it. I mean, it's like
Yep.
whoosh.
I did find out from the Abacus that there was one deli we doubled up on. And
No way.
Yep. And that was and I recognized it when it happened.
Oh yeah, I think we remember.
It was the Daytime by Lagunitas.
Yeah, because I pointed it out.
And I gave it. So, Troy, you want to know what you gave it both times?
Was I right on both times?
You gave it a 3 both times.
Nice.
So you were steady. I gave it a 2.5 the first time and a 3.5 the second time. My word is trash. That's what I learned. But he said that the second time I drank it, we were tasting it against the Slighty Mighty by Dogfish Head.
That would explain it. Though.
And I do not like the Slighty Mighty by Dogfish Head. I don't like the monk fruit.
And we wanted to love that beer. Like we did ourselves a
Dude, I
disservice
sought
because
it
we
out.
came into that like we love Dogfish Head.
Yep.
And we liked the idea of what they were trying to represent, and we were quite disappointed.
And I fell in love with the concept, and then now to this day I drink the Daytime Lagunitas as my go-to light pale ale because I like it so much.
I don't remember what we scored the
Slighty Mighty. It got panned.
I remember. So when I see it, I just go, "We didn't like that," and I move
Yeah.
along immediately.
But you think the Daytime is a 3?
Yeah, I remember liking
Twice.
that one. Yeah,
So you're official.
It's consistent.
Yeah, but this one's interesting. Right?
haven't had it yet. Let me take a pull here and see what the wowza.
Damn, you haven't had a sip yet?
Been talking.
Born in Oregon. Embrace the impossible. That's their
Bend,
slogan.
Oregon.
There you go.
Embrace the impossible.
Well, Stu, we're gonna have to give you the first shot at this. If you had enough taste to formulate an opinion over there on this Deschutes Wowza.
I like it up front. I guess it's the Citra. That's right.
Yeah, that's the one that's more
I can taste
citrusy.
Yeah.
Do you
that's
taste
definitely
the
up front.
crushableness of it?
No.
It's extreme. Crushable. Sunday. Crushable beers all day.
Are you tired of not crushable beers? We have a crushable beer for you.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like Duff Man would be promoting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Duffman welcomes you to the Monster Truck Rally. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's that. It's
Sorry.
that upfront orange. I mean, that's definitely upfront orange, but it doesn't have a back end linger. So, based on the marketing for the can and the fact that I'm not big on hops, I'm actually going to give this a 3
That's a good score for
Nice.
Stu. On an IPA, that's
Yeah.
a good score.
because it's not. It doesn't have that that funky like the way I usually would attest an IPA.
Wait, what'd you say? The chicory root?
Yeah, chicory is so others that are added is chicory root, Simcoe. That's the hops. Cashmere,
Simcoe's
Calista,
popular.
Pilsner, wheat, oat. Yeah, Citra. But yeah, it's definitely maybe it's a little bit of the passion fruit too. But it's definitely like
To pull a Stu, I like the trippiness of the can. I do. I would give them that. It tastes hazy.
Yeah.
It's actually juicy, which is a trait that has not come across on any of the low-cal IPAs. This is the first low-cal IPA, which is why it has that extra gram of carbs,
Yeah.
because they could only cut it so much before they started neutering, or as Wrigley would call it, just existing.
Yeah.
You know, bringing it down to one nut. They didn't neuter it. I think I really like it. I think this might be my new go-to over the Daytime.
Yeah.
When I want something. I don't think it's crushable. I don't. Like an all-day IPA is more crushable.
4% might be crushable.
Okay, stand corrected. Crushable. It is crushable.
What are you thinking over there?
Knowing that I've given my favorite the daytime, a 2.5 and a 3.5. That means I've given daytime a 3.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is better than daytime. I think if we put them in a lineup, I would prefer this. It's actually more of an IPA. This actually doesn't suck. In the realm of the low-carb IPAs, it's a 4. In the realm of beers, it's a 3.5, which is what the deli score is always based on. 3.5 for me.
Nice.
So I started off by saying I hated this beer because of the silliness on the box.
Crushable.
But I was 100% wrong because
It's good, right?
this beer is delicious. Like, this beer, we'll start with Stu. The can's awesome. Cool look, cool name. The beer is full of citrus and flavor and juiciness and haziness.
It tastes like a real IPA.
It tastes like when it's in your mouth, you taste a full-on IPA. And my argument is, anyone who's ever listened to this show knows I hate the funk that an IPA leaves in your mouth.
Yeah,
I feel like I can never speak to someone, which now I don't have to, within a 6-foot radius.
You put on a mask.
Yeah, because I just feel like I have bad funk breath. This finishes crisp and clean. It's amazing.
Oh, shit. I
It's
like it.
amazing.
I like it.
This beer tastes great. The carbs being, 4 grams, not silly low.
It's still Coors Light range.
Still light beer range. And they gave up enough carbs to bring it into that range and still not lose any of the flavor.
It's impressive.
I'm giving this at least a 4, and I could maybe go 4.5. This beer is really good. I really like this
I do too.
beer.
That's what I'm saying. In this ballpark, nothing touches
If I
it.
gave the all day a 3, this is at least 1 point ahead of that. I mean, this is a delicious beer.
So a 4, a 3.5, and a 3. We have a deli, people.
Nice.
And it's a low-cal crushable. Damn it! Crushable.
I'm still wondering if Ely would like it because it does taste like an IPA.
It's very
on the
much an
front.
IPA.
But I think like healthy IPA nerds might get behind this because we always talk about the low-cal IPAs don't do it with the flavor.
This
one
does.
does it with the flavor.
Yeah.
This is damn good.
I would buy this again. If I see this out, I will buy this.
Oh, this just officially. And no, what's funny is I saw it, and I saw the daytime like right next to it. And I was like, man, I love that beer.
Where'd you pick
I was
this up at?
The same place I picked up
Wagner.
every
Okay.
beer since March. Lucky's. No, this was
Lucky's?
Lucky's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I never buy IPAs. I will never buy an IPA because I haven't had one I enjoy.
I haven't heard you this passionate.
This
about
is
an
my
IPA.
favorite IPA that I can think of off the top of my head. And
'Cause-
maybe the Abacus with his, super duper list could tell me. I can't imagine I scored anything higher in the IPA field than this.
Because that's why I
Yeah.
don't like the IPAs. Like he was saying, the funk and I feel like the roof of my mouth has a coat on it.
But
Yeah.
that little bit that they've cut is mostly back end bullshit.
Right.
It's
How
still,
do they do that?
Is that the
chicory root.
Is that hazy?
You
Is
see,
that what the hazy
you see, there's
is?
2 things that I've learned about beer brewing: beechwood aging and chicory root. Those now we need a beer that has chicory root and beechwood aged.
It could be the chicory.
This is really good. This is
Ring that bell
delicious.
for us, Troy.
Yeah, we're giving it a deli, even if Ely's not here. This is
It's good, man.
We all like it.
I was really pleased, and I'm glad that a positive experience came out of the story that led into this, because I'm a little embarrassed about that whole situation.
Well,
This is kind of representative of, for Brendan's experience against the truck.
Very much the label is.
And I like the name Wowza.
Yeah.
It's not some weird, crazy name that means nothing about nothing. You're like, oh, it'll make you say Wowza.
It's pretty good, though. They say exactly what you get in low-cal, hazy, pale ale. I mean,
but they all say it.
Yes.
Well, this one delivered it.
Yeah.
It's the old. Everyone can take.
Well, they all
reservation.
deliver, but then I'm delivered the taste.
you can't hold the
it's
reservation.
holding the reservation that matters.
Take the reservation.
They all take the reservation.
Yeah.
It's if you hold the reservation. Well, that's this.
Mm-hmm.
They actually delivered on everything they said. So if you're not an IPA guy, don't go get this. But if
They
you're
help.
an IPA person, you may have just found your
I'm
day
not,
drinker.
I'm not an IPA guy.
no.
But if you want a more flavorful light beer, if you're tired of drinking the Coors Lights and Bud Lights and Natural Lights of the world, and you want to kind of step your game up and not look like, you don't know what you're talking about, this is a good way to ease your way into the conversation.
This just moved in. So I've been drinking a lot of low-cal beers right now. So because I have to take my shirt off when I'm pulling sex toys out around my car. I don't want to look stupid. So I've got
while tubing
the Light Sky. I love that Blue Moon Light Sky. I fucking love it. So I drink the Light Skies, and then I was drinking the Daytimes. They're out. They're out.
We still got to do the Yingling Flight. I haven't seen them at the Kroger yet.
Oh, I desperately want the Busch Light Apple.
Yeah.
This is pissing me off. But yeah, I want the Yingling Flight and I want the Busch Light Apple.
So minus $2, what was the cost on this? Because we're at Lucky's.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You're gonna pay $9.99 for a 6-pack.
I paid $19 total. I bought a 22 of Heineken because
that's $3.99.
Grown men like 22s of Heineken. So I got a 22 of Heineken, bottle of chocolate milk, bottle of pineapple juice, and a 6-pack of Wowza.
That's not bad.
So it's somewhere around $10.
Yeah, that's not bad for,
right? Give or take.
Lucky.
Yep.
Give or take. So it's a
$10 6-pack.
$8 6-pack to $9 6-pack.
Oh, do they have the little orange tab?
They usually have the tag on here, right?
And I see it's Men's Health certified. So if you guys want abs, this is the fastest way to abs.
That whole case
I actually don't
looks like
see I don't see a sticker on here, which is kind of rare.
Just go get them Deschutes Wowzas.
the whole case looks like something. If you didn't know what you were looking at, you'd think that was a box from Toys R Us or something.
It does look nerfy.
Looks like a kid's toy or a Nerf football should pop out of there.
It does look a little nerfy.
It does say Men's Health on every side of it. Men's Health certified.
So they must have come to the same conclusion we did. Oh man, this episode.
We didn't see that before then.
No, damn right.
Actually, ask for a second if you don't mind, Troy.
Yeah.
Let's kill the 6-pack, shall we? Bring them out.
I'm going back.
Ding.
I'll run it back, and this time I won't chug it trying to find the flavor.
And how often do we run it back?
That's a damn good indication too.
This doesn't happen for me ever.
We might
we
might have to bump this up a half point by everybody, honestly.
Well, I was giving it a 3 based on flavor. I didn't even talk about the whole marketing side. So I could go to 3.5.
Did you guys? Are you going up to 3.5? Because the abacus needs to know.
Oh. Yeah, we'll stick with the original.
I don't
want to make it.
I don't want to make it.
I don't want to make it difficult for him. But
actually, it's going to get a 3.75 because Stu's a guest on the abacus's list. It doesn't tally into the average. It's a
Stu.
Long story.
It's okay.
He'll get there. Knowing him, he'll create where you start to become a regular, and then it'll translate.
You know that steroid era in baseball where they put the asterisks?
Are you the steroid era?
Are you the asterisks?
I was about to say, because they got better in the steroid era. I'm trying to figure out how you're going to tie this back. Look, I tied back to anal beads. You tie it back to steroids.
When he's ranking,
are you the Quaalude era?
He's going to put the asterisks on Stu's judging.
He's the heroin era of baseball. I don't really want to play today, man.
I'm more like the Darryl Strawberry.
Oh, God, don't. That's just not good for your heart.
Old straw.
No.
That's just not good for your heart at all.
But it's a good beer.
Dude. All right, so the one thing we didn't get to rate last week, and I would love to get your opinion, the new Ford Bronco. It is here. I do think this
They finally came out with it?
So they came out last week
when
we were on the show.
Saw the commercial.
They showed the first commercial.
We only saw the first one.
We saw the Sport.
The stupid-looking Sport.
Across the room, we all panned it. We were like, this is a horrible vehicle.
Looks like a cheap Land Rover Discovery.
It literally does. And then I saw a meme the other day where it showed like a Toyota FJ Cruiser and a Jeep Wrangler, and they're like, we can never tell anybody about last night. Like, I agree. They would never understand.
Yeah.
And then it goes 9 months later, and then you see the Sport.
That's hilarious.
Because it really does look like just the illegitimate child of those two cars.
Well, at the end of that, they showed the two-door.
And for that split second, we all went, ooh.
And we saw the four-door, the wannabe Jeep Wrangler.
So,
and I have not seen any more. I haven't gone down the rabbit hole.
Oh, I've been down the rabbit hole. I've seen them all. I've seen every trim level. I've seen everything about them.
I heard our buddy Chad Dukes talk about his purchase.
Oh my God, he bought the Outer Banks version, which is a nice blue, and it's got big old tires.
I did look that one up, and it looked pretty cool.
They're selling these bitches with 35-inch tires, which is like That's the first move that every hardcore meathead does. They raise a truck and give. So they have.
Yeah, you start at least 33s, but 35s.
They have. They have a standard 2-inch lift that you can get in 35s. So like you have the basic version, and then
that's the one that gets you in the door.
And then you get the Sasquatch, and it goes up to 35s, the 2-inch lift. And I'm like, damn right, like that's pretty dope that they have.
It's like when you see a model home, they're like, "You like this one? Oh, this is the base one with the 10-foot addition off the back and the upgraded kitchen."
Yeah,
like damn it,
exactly. You don't hear that weird vibrating sound in this one.
I saw a meme that was the old school Ford Bronco with the new 2-door Bronco right underneath it, and they actually like the 77 Bronco.
Yeah,
looked, body style 2-door looked great, and then they had the old school Chevy Blazer, which is a great square body.
Yep,
and the brand new Chevy Blazer.
Oh, the Chevy.
They're like winter Ford because they kept it.
Is the new Blazer bad?
Yeah, so
horrible.
I have been seeing like memes where like. It's like, hey, Blazer, we're back. And the Blazer's like, shut up, they made me a car.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. I got to find some time.
I spend all my time in like these truck and car forums, so like this is where I see all these stupid memes.
So I haven't seen the 4-door Bronco again. Does it? I saw the original, sport commercial.
It's bitching.
Does it really look like a Wrangler? I mean, it looked like a Wrangler to me.
No, it doesn't. It looks different, but it's very much in the vein of the Wrangler for sure. But honestly, man, that 2-door Bronco,
that's the one they should have focused on that. I think
it's gorgeous.
So just that's
the Blazer.
That's the new Blazer.
How heartbreaking is that? It's like a Chevy Traverse.
That's an Equinox.
Yeah,
yeah, it's horrible.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's completely indistinguishable from the two cars we just said.
Yeah,
horrible. But the 2-door Bronco,
Tronox,
dude, the 2-door Bronco's sick, and they did it just like
the old one.
Like it's completely waterproof. You can like wash it out. And like the doors come off, which is great. The 4-door, the doors come off, and they have slots in the back.
That's what I heard, which is sick.
Yeah,
that's because when anyone who's had a Jeep and takes the door, because you're going in there, you're getting the Torx wrench out, you're doing all this stuff.
You don't take the doors off.
You're just committing.
Yeah.
You're committing,
or you take them off and leave them off.
You're committing to a week. You don't take it off for a day trip.
No,
you're like, all right, there's a week of no rain, and then if that summer storm rolls in, you're effed.
But the Jeep could take it. That's where the Jeep always did, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the new one up top, and that's the old one on the bottom?
But that's the Bronco 2 on the bottom. But, yeah, they kept the square body.
Bronco 2 is awful.
I know.
Always has
been.
I'm
just saying they went a little bit with both.
They did.
The top one looks dope.
The 2-door Bronco is actually badass.
And you can take the doors and top off.
Doors and top.
Like the original.
Yeah. Full, and they have a prototype door that has like the center cut out of it, so you can keep the structural integrity of the door frame, but feel the open air and stick your foot out if you want.
Jeep has a kind of like a roll bar version of that,
but that's all aftermarket stuff. This is coming from from Ford
factory.
They did a good job, man. Like I'm kind of impressed with this thing. You're going to see them everywhere. The fight is on.
I'll wait 3 to 5 years and snatch one up.
Well, I think
maybe I'll get one of those instead of a Jeep.
Now, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but did you say it's like $39,000 starting?
I have not said the price
because I think it was in.
It's in the 30s and up to the 60s.
Right, to like blow it out.
But but that's what Jeeps are costing, and Jeeps are pieces of shit. I love Jeeps. I've had many a Jeep. They're just utility vehicles, though. They should never be $40,000 cars, and that's basically the minimum you're going to spend.
Hopefully, this will drive some of the Jeep prices down because they have been astronomical.
Or drive the quality of the Jeep up.
Maybe both, because like Jeeps, they hit a bottom, and you'll find a Jeep with 150,000 miles. They'll be 10 years old, and they'll want $20,000 for it. Yeah, that thing is beautiful with no doors and no top.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? And it's so. The strange thing about that, I want
to see the back seat in it. I bet it sucks.
That is roughly the size of a Wrangler.
Yeah,
but it looks bigger, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's got it's
got a big beefy hood.
Well, the A and B
does.
A and B posts are short, so you got really tall wall
the
wall
sidewalls
are huge, but the roof it's like a chop top.
It does have kind of a weird chop top.
Let me see that again.
Like
Yep,
it's how low slung the top is because you're sitting really low because
the
the
Jeep
whole
went in
side
down
is
here,
so
yeah.
wide. You know?
the top of the panel is almost at your shoulders before you
Which
even get
is
into the window.
safer and cooler looking.
In the end, it turned out to be a lot cooler looking, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to like this truck. Part of me still thinks it's crap.
Because I'm not a Ford guy.
But see, I am a Ford guy, but when it comes to this genre, I'm a Jeep guy. Like I just prefer the Jeep. This thing's gorgeous.
No one's made a better Jeep than Jeep. Like, even the Bronco in its heyday wasn't better than Jeep in its heyday.
Even Hummer was like, you know what? We'll just go bigger and stronger and badder. And technically speaking, in certain conditions, it couldn't hold a candle to a Jeep.
Yeah, but if you take an old school Bronco or an old school Blazer against the same '70s Jeep, like a CJ, the Bronco and the Blazer were like twice the size.
And that was always the Jeep's thing's always been the short wheelbase. So you have
Until now.
when you come down off a boulder or up on a boulder, the
Jeep
short
rolls.
wheelbase allows you to go straight up and down.
Yeah.
Like it's your angle of departure and incline is so tight on
You don't
those.
catch the frame on stuff.
Yeah, you can go up anything, and that's what
You can also roll them the fuck over.
absolutely.
Right.
But it's also what makes it feel so much fun to drive. And the two-door Bronco has done it. Like they have it.
No, I stand corrected. They're saying you can start in at this at $29,000.
Yeah.
Well,
don't pay taxes.
That doesn't come with
And don't get anything cool on it. No, but Jeep has always been, to me, more open air. To me, the best thing about a Jeep is no top and no doors. Like, you can drive a convertible, and yes, the old Broncos, you could take the top and doors off, but not nearly to the extent you could with a Jeep.
Even with the when I bought the 4Runner, I had to find one of the like hundreds that were made that had a sunroof.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be able to take that out and then drop the back, but I still am bummed out that I can't pull the doors off of it.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's just not the same. Now, you can get the doors off, but it's a nightmare, and I have power windows. So it's like I got to put...
Well, that's what all the new, and I'm sure the Broncos, maybe they have a way to fix it, but all the new Jeeps have that. They all have power windows, which make the doors heavier and harder to take off. So who's taking? You very rarely see new Jeeps with doors off.
Yeah, but it's easier to take off than ever. The only thing the Jeep has is the Jeep will always have a fold-down windshield, which it's
illegal.
I've had CJ7s, Wranglers.
You're not getting that with the new ones, though.
Yeah.
Not
Absolutely.
in the four-door.
Absolutely.
You can get a fold-down window on the four-door.
It folds down.
Yeah.
That's why if you look on the hood, there's little rubber pucks, so the windshield can rest on it.
But it's illegal.
They do, because that was a big thing. When the new one came out,
They made the frame.
they were really excited that you could still fold it down. That was something that Jeep was like, it's the only thing the Bronco doesn't do.
Another thing Jeep owners never do because it's a huge pain in the dick sack.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. I've had CJ7s, I've had Wranglers. I've never once actually folded my windshield down. I've just never done it.
My buddy Mike still has a 97, and he's done it a couple times. It's awful.
97, that's the perfect Jeep.
Well,
you nothing.
you gotta take the roll bar off to get the thing to fold down.
Do you?
Yeah, because now the new Jeeps, the crossbar goes from the A to B pillar where it used to not.
So the new Jeeps?
All of them.
No, the
Since
new
90s.
Jeeps are designed to be 2 bolts, drop the windshield.
Well, there's still
Or 4 bolts.
there's still
but it's
a
easy.
post going across there.
Yeah,
from
but you
A to
just
B.
unscrew it from it now.
That's what I'm saying. You still have to unscrew it.
But you don't. Oh, I thought you were saying you unscrew the roll bar.
You have to unscrew you can take it out, but it connects behind the seat to the windshield. There's a bar there that you have to disconnect.
Damn, that's not good for safety.
But no, it's good for safety. It's not good for folding the windshield down.
Yeah. Well, I know they still come down,
But the old Jeeps didn't have that. You could stand up, like you wouldn't hit your head getting in and out of it. Now
that's why
would.
people died.
Yeah.
So trade-offs.
Yeah.
Trade-offs.
Oh, so now I'm looking at it. The fold-down, it's not like what you think. It's...
You know what I did see on the Bronco?
So see this? Sorry, I know this is not good pod, but the windshield just folds down.
Yeah,
The
it just
frame
literally
stays
folds
there.
down.
That's the new one?
Yeah, that's the brand.
That's not the same as the old one.
No. Now it just flops off.
This is what I'm talking about.
No, you keep the entire roll bar and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
But
sorry,
it's
didn't
not
mean to
as
touch
it's not as cool.
Yeah.
But
They're
they
just actually literally folding the windshield down, not doing anything with the frame.
exactly.
Safety.
And then it just
Pops
torques
it,
bolts
yeah.
right back
Because
into
that's what I want. I want to look exactly the same. I want to look exactly the same with no windshield.
You know what the Bronco did that I love? So when they stopped making the CJ7 and the Jeeps, they got rid of the fold-down tailgate.
Yeah.
I love a tailgate because I can sit on the tailgate.
Yeah.
That is like the best feature of old trucks. It's actually one of the reasons that I bought the 4Runner was because it has a pickup truck tailgate. I love sitting on a tailgate. It just feels good. Get a bucket of chicken, a couple beers, you sit on the
Did
tailgate.
I send in the 7 cool features of the new Bronco? Okay.
You did.
Yeah.
So the coolest feature on the new Bronco is it's got the swing out tailgate like all the modern trucks do, which I'm like, you blew it, because that was actually the first thing I looked up. Does it have a fold down tailgate? I was like, oh crap, it doesn't. They did you one better. There's a tailgate that pulls out from underneath the back and then comes out, so you have a tailgate to sit on.
Yeah.
It literally serves no purpose but to sit on or put
or
your
use
little
as a table
grill
or
on and
something,
like do your stuff when you're camping.
Yeah.
They created a slide out like an overland vehicle has to like customize to put in.
Is what they created.
A tailgate but you still have the functionality of a swing out.
No, but when you say tailgate, like
it's a tailgate.
When you have a tailgate party, the whole premise of that was you're folding your truck bed down, and you're throwing a grill on it, you're throwing a cooler on it, you're sitting on it.
It's like a bitchin' feature.
So this is Ford actually doing their research to like provide as much as they can, because unlike Chevy, they said, "Oh, we got a frame. Let's just slap an old school name on it."
Yeah, call it cool.
Or even other brands that do that all the time. I mean, when the brand new Impala came out, it didn't look like the old Impala.
No.
Or when
But if you think about how long have they been teasing the Bronco? A decade?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been hearing that the Bronco's coming back for at least 10 years. So all those 10 years, they would put a prototype out,
R&D.
and they'd hear everybody go, ew, it doesn't have this, wish it had this. And they were like, yeah, us too. And then they just folded it up, and they went back to work. And they came out with a badass truck. I'm impressed.
I am too.
But I want the two-door.
Yes.
They missed a little bit on the 4-door missed a little bit.
But I feel that way about the 4-door Jeeps, even though I want a 4-door Jeep as a daily driver. As a Thrasher Jeep, I want a 2-door. And as a Bronco, I'd want the 2-door as the Thrasher. If I was getting it for my everyday vehicle, I'd get the 4-door because it is more economical. You can still do all the cool stuff. You pull the doors off. I mean, it's badass.
Look,
I love a 4-door.
A Jeep is a 2-door. A Bronco is a 2-door. I get the love for the 4-doors. I'll probably end up forcing myself to buy one
because they're
not
more.
The same.
They make more sense.
Yes.
And like I said years ago on the podcast, I never understood the value of an automatic in a Jeep. I just thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
Then I drove a 4-door Jeep, and I went, oh, this is not a stick shift vehicle. This deserves an automatic.
Yeah.
It's better on the road.
Well, the Bronco, I heard you can get in a stick.
They have a 5-speed, and there are so few cars made in 5-speed these days that I was super pumped to see that they have that, because now I can get a 2-door and a 5-speed. That's great.
If I remember
and it's
correctly,
actually a 7-speed manual transmission.
Oh, wow.
I may be mistaken, but think I am. But the brand new Corvette, you can't get a stick shift.
You cannot.
It's an automatic.
That's disgusting.
You can't get the new Porsche 911.
Yeah.
You can't get the new. I mean, that breaks my heart. And this even has something else.
That's why I'm not getting the 911.
It has a crawl gear in the Bronco.
I was about to get it, but I'm not.
The crawl gear, you just put it in, and it's like the slowest fucking gear in the world, because it has the torque to get you up a mountain. And that's awesome.
Well, you know what you can get in a stick shift brand?
A Miata.
A Fiat Spider.
Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. And I see you eyeballing my Italian denim, calling your Miata a Fiat. I see
He wants it. He wants it.
Can't stop looking at my jorts. These things are sick. But it's
He
true.
is staring heavy at your jorts tonight.
They sell more 5-speed Miatas than any other car in the world, because that's the people who buy those are like, well, I want it because I want a little sports car, and sports cars should be stick shift.
So wait,
every sports car should come with a freaking stick shift option. Like,
and
even
every small bitchin' off-road truck should too.
Yeah,
or at least an auto shift. Well,
that's what all the new Corvette, all those
My
they come
wife's
with that auto
paddle
shift.
or
paddle
my wife
shifting.
6'9" has the auto shift, and my Rogue has an auto shift, or whatever the.
So does my Infinity. I never engage it.
It's no fun. I thought it would be fun. It's not fun. And you know what's weird? They're different. My wife's is like back is up, and my Rogue is forward is up. So
for downshifting and up. Yeah. Changed.
Huh. Boy, it should be back should
Back
shift.
should always
back
be
should,
up.
Back
Yeah,
should shift
back
up.
should be up.
Forward should shift down.
Yeah.
All right, we agree. See, like if we were playing Halo right now, I'm the same way. I invert my controller, so when I pull back, I look up.
Yeah.
Because I like to think of it like a throttle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think of it like flying. That's how I aim.
Yeah.
And now all the new shooting games have changed that, and I have to like physically go in and
I don't
change
speak nerd
it.
talk, so okay.
Oh, it's first-person
thing?
shooters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wouldn't even know.
Your
We
one
talking dig
access.
so
your
forward would not be down?
forward is down
Typically.
naturally.
Yeah.
I invert it because I like to pull back to go up.
So then
It's the
forward
same.
would still be down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he got you.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, no. Typically they do. Yeah, it's the other way around.
Oh, they say,
Pulling back goes you down.
down is down, up is up.
Yeah, which is crazy.
On
to
the
me.
controller.
Yeah.
Damn it, down is up and up is down.
Yeah.
That's how it works in my
Yeah.
head. And I think that's because when I first started playing shooters, it was like Bond, and I think
Yeah.
Bond had the option of like, which one do you like? And so it was just very easy.
Well,
when you started.
when we learned to drive stick shifts, like first was up, so
Yeah, so you
second
come
was
down.
always down. Like
Yeah.
the downshift is where you're,
Yeah, I agree.
You're
and if
you're revving up, wah, down to 2, wah, back up 3, wah,
Then
slam
you
it
always
down
get,
to
you always
4.
get the few that top left is reverse, and first gear is.
and in a
Yeah.
Volvo, you pull up a ring, go hard right, and
Yep.
then up. That's like a whole different.
I do use my auto shift when in my Impala has it going like a couple times going up and down the mountains, like to keep the going down the hill. So,
So Brendan, my father-in-law got a brand new Nissan Leaf. The
Oh,
electric
does he
car.
like it?
He loves it, and I got to drive it the other day. And
how's it sound?
It doesn't.
yeah,
It literally doesn't.
but that little turd goes 0 to 60 in 6 seconds.
That's
Oh yeah, and that's not even a
Electric.
fast one.
No,
You know
but
what I
that's
mean?
faster than like
Like that's a shitty. All right, so the other day,
But that's faster than internal combustion cars.
absolutely.
But like, I just took it out on Robius and got down on it, and it puts you back in the seat.
Yeah, all
I mean, it's
electric
impressive.
cars.
So torque.
The other day, this was actually like 3 years ago, and I was reading this article, and it was cars that have the most torque, and it was like this Lamborghini, and then it was like, and then this Ferrari, sitting at number 5, in between like the Porsche and like the Nissan GTR.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Chevy Volt.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I remember.
Just sitting there. And so it's like you have these supercars that are ridiculous.
yeah.
Then you got the Chevy Volt, and then you got all these other supercars beneath it. And I was like, holy crap. Like, that's fantastic. And I sent it to my buddy who actually had a Volt. And I was like, I know I've been making fun of you because of that dorky car you have.
Yeah.
I was like, but read this article. And he was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, that thing moves.
Yeah.
Like, it really, he's like, it hauls ass more than you would ever expect it
When
to.
the Volt came out, they were like, it's quick, but it didn't have any of the like accoutrement, like the upgrades, like
Yeah, I
the
mean,
interior
it's-
functions.
Oh, the
were,
Volt
horrible.
was like
horrible.
they
Stripped
were
down.
going
It
as
was
cheap
stripped
as
down,
they
yeah.
could to compete with this weird Tesla thing that was out there.
Yeah.
And then they had a version that they allowed to be sporty. It was in the top 5 most torquey
That's
sports
crazy.
cars in the world.
Yeah, I was impressed with the Nissan.
Yeah,
And it's fully loaded. I mean,
electric cars
it's got
are
all the
awesome.
cool shit in it. So I mean, it had
Electric
like
cars are awesome.
heated seats and stuff. I'm like, what? Like that's a draw. Like that is a huge draw. But it's still like, yeah, we can have it. We can do the heated seats too.
Yeah, I mean they've come a long way, to say the least. All of them have.
It's still an electric car.
Well, you don't look like you need heated seats.
Me?
Yeah, you got like long sleeves on.
Well, I got a
What
long
is this?
sleeve
What is
on.
this? What is this copper fit? You hang out with Brett Favre?
I mean, Brett Favre's never done me wrong.
Jerry
Come on
Rice.
now.
I
Well, I'm not the
understand.
athlete that you are.
Well, I am a world class athlete.
On the verge.
But like a month and a half
Fair
ago, I
enough.
like injured my arm, and of course, like everyone our age, like it's never doing some epic like rock climbing shit or like mountain biking or anything cool.
pulling the dent out of the door with a sex
Yeah.
toy.
Well, we've all. I mean, that's how my great grandfather passed, and I didn't want to. It's a little too soon. I actually don't even know how I injured my arm. I think I was like using a weed eater
Scratching
down at the
your
pool.
ass.
Yeah, like not anything hardcore. And I've had a fucking sore elbow, and I haven't had a lot of injuries in my life, so like I've been really lucky, and it has been a fucking dull pain for a month and a half. Where like
in your elbow,
in my elbow,
does it affect your grip?
Yes, and it affects like my lifting ability. Like I'll take that. You know,
do you have a big phone?
No.
Normal size. You have, you know how they have the large.
Yeah, I have the iPhone 11 Pro,
okay,
which is standard. But like, so I have a bunch of those cups, right? The big Yeti cups.
You have a Screen Door Mortgage cup?
Not one that cool.
Oh, you should reach out to Screen Door Mortgage. It'll just cost you refi. It's worth it.
But like I've noticed, like I can't reach out and pick it up. I have to like bring it into my body. Like I'm weak. Like
I'm not kidding. I had this.
Okay.
Like a while ago, and there was one time I picked up a coffee mug and I got this shooting pain.
Yeah.
I dropped the mug. I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
And so it starts from the elbow and goes down.
Yeah.
And I did get one of those stupid copper fit arm sleeves. It actually helps.
Yeah. I'm
like it actually does.
But what's
help.
the cause?
So I bought
my
it's
cause
like
turned out to be
tendinitis.
my cause turned out to be because I had a giant fucking phone and I was reaching across it all the time. And that little bit of strain was shooting down my elbow, and so I switched to a smaller phone, and it's gone away. But while I had to wear a stupid copper fit arm sleeve to use my phone. It was horrible.
So I did buy. My wife bought me one of these or two of these, and then I went out and bought like the tendinitis armband that like you can like adjust the tension on, and that really helps. I wear that a lot, and then I wear this as like when I'm not wearing the other thing.
Yeah, that's like the half-ass fix.
Yeah.
The other one's like a legitimate fix,
and it has helped. But
it's tennis elbow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a form of tennis elbow.
They call it tennis or golfer's elbow, which I play neither. But it's basically
beer drinking elbow.
Yeah, and I am doing the 12-ounce curls a lot. I'm right-handed. It's my right elbow.
It was my right hand too.
Yeah.
But it's all that shit. It's using your phone. You're doing all these stretches and moves.
I don't do a lot of that. I see what you're doing. Like, I don't do that move. Like, with my phone, I hold it in my left hand usually. I'm old man style. I use my right hand. Or I use both hands.
Okay.
But, yeah, it sucks getting old. And now I got to wear this silly-ass sleeve.
It does. Well, I saw it, and I was thinking about weird segue, but it had me thinking because I saw that thing on you. And then I started thinking about, have you seen this trend on TikTok right now of young kids buying booze?
I'm not on TikTok.
I'm not either, but I'm reading headlines. So that's just an app for China to spy on you.
I heard that.
Get behind that conspiracy theory. That one's legit.
Well, some countries have
You're
banned
a little late.
You all into that one?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Because you probably have, your girls are probably all over TikTok.
Oh, they're having a little crying session at the fact that they know that the Attorney General is coming down eventually, and they'll shut it off.
This has been the same problem with my DJI drones that I like so much.
Uh-huh.
It is like factual, at least in like the nerd forums. Like DJI's collecting all this surveillance information of the U.S.
Oh, like every time you take your drone up and take pictures,
because they know
sending
exactly
it back
where you are.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting all of this information, and DJI has a deal with the government. They're sending it all. All this information is there, so they have like amazing footage of everything.
So basically, they're taking Google Maps to the nth degree.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's some guy with a sex toy pulling out.
What is going on in this driveway? Holy shit.
Sir, you're going to have to come look at this. I think we found something.
That can't be what I think it is.
It is.
It is.
It looks like a giant ball. Is that a Bob's Big Boy? He's back. Actually, in a lot of ways, the Bob's Big Boy never left. It's always offered the same high-quality meals at a reasonable price.
Shit.
Sorry.
A little tangent.
So a lot of like teenage kids have been using this whole mask thing to their advantage, because when you have a mask over your whole face, they don't have to do much to appear much older.
Yes.
And so teenage kids are wearing like babushka fucking hats and like old people clothes.
Yeah.
And then they just get like a little bit of makeup done, and
Yeah.
or wear a mask and then put the mask over it.
Have you noticed, like, I see people that I know in a mask and they look totally different.
now it's so easy for me to ignore people in public. Like I'm like, oh, I know that person.
Didn't recognize you.
I don't want to talk about it.
I
don't want to talk
stopped.
to him.
I was coming over here tonight, and I jumped into my car, and I threw my Jägermeister bandana across my face. And as I was in a rush, and I saw a dad that I knew. I coached his son multiple years in baseball, and I was like, oh, that's Mr. So-and-so. And I was like, he looked at me, and I just kept on walking. It was like, all right, I'm incognito. Like,
yeah, because your beard's gone, everything's
yep.
gone. It's just eyes.
Yeah,
and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But so teenage kids have been dressing up and then wearing the mask and putting the whole like thing around their head.
Yeah, because what's the worst that happens? You go in the ABC store, you go in the beer store, like they say no, and you just walk the hell out.
They say they just gravel their voice up a little bit, Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
kind of hold it up, and they're buying.
I'm just here buying Werther's Originals.
I'm a little tired from pulling my dent out.
I need to borrow that. Need to borrow that arm brace. Fucking arm is tired. But yeah, no, they're literally.
They're videoing it like a TikTok challenge?
So they're going in and they're like, all right, I'm going to go buy booze. And they're going in dressed up like old people, putting on the biggest mask they can.
Yeah.
So it's covering from nose all the way down. And then they dress up like they're really old, and they go in there and they just do their best old voice with the muffle of a mask. They're buying booze. Like no one's carding them. So they're looking old. It just takes a little bit of makeup up here around the eyes to age you up.
Or not. I mean, honestly, or not. Like, you put a hat.
But if you see eyes.
You put a hat on, you put a mask on, and you wear your dad's clothes.
Yeah, they said some of them are going so far as to bring walkers. Like, they'll grab a walker from, like, grandma's house.
Nice.
Like, race out. Like, she's taking a nap. She won't need this for 30 minutes. They're going out. They're walking in.
You throw on
buying
dad's,
a bottle of liquor and just rolling out.
You throw on Dad's jean shorts and his New Balance, white New Balance, and you're good
you wear
to go.
my jorts and my NBs and call it a day.
The Velcro style.
It's amazing, though. I mean, but I think I would have thought of this if I was a teenager
for
right
sure.
now.
For
Like,
sure.
This would have clicked in my head. Like, oh, my God, I can buy booze. And they're getting away with it. And they're putting it out on TikTok to show their friends, like, I got booze, where's yours? And so now it's becoming a thing where, like, the kids dress up and they go out and do it.
No one thought of that.
I fucking love it. I love it.
I mean, I like the ingenuity.
I'm not mad.
Creativity. Yeah. It's good stuff.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, good. I'm glad these kids are not going back to school ever again. They can just keep buying booze at the fucking local market. They'll be on their way to nowhere sooner than ever.
I won't have to worry about them coming to take my job.
That's right. Not my job. They took our jobs.
They're hammered. It's perfect.
Good on them.
Grief.
Yeah, I was digging it.
I mean, I guess they're probably used to seeing us just crushing beers on a 6-day-a-week basis now.
Hey, kids, go get a Wowza.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking advantage of the mask. I used to,
use it to your advantage.
Hey, little pro tip for you kids. Buy a microbrew.
There you go.
People are going to think, oh, he's not a child. A child will be buying a Beast Light.
Exactly.
Definitely.
No, yeah, go buy yourself some old, go buy your not your father's root beer.
Yeah. Yeah, people are going to be like, yeah, you're a child. You're drinking root beer.
This is not my father's root. He's been dead for 30 years.
Do you have a Wowza?
I don't even know what accent that was. That's not even old.
Just foreign.
Oh, don't bother me. I've been working on my truck.
Yeah, how do you even talk old? I don't even know.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
you gotta be quiet. You know, you can't have a lot of breath.
You can't the walker thing seems a little ridiculous.
Well, the quieter your breath, as you get old, you get that death rattle in your voice. So you really just need to talk a little.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're 18, you're probably not going to pass for 68, but you might pass for 22. Like, just dress in moderate clothes.
You need to pass old enough to get the beer.
Can you take a Buffalo nickel?
Yeah.
These kids don't understand what it's like to wait outside until you see the shady guy.
When did they change the label on Bush?
Yeah, the shady guy outside. You're like, hey, here's $20. The case is 12. Keep the rest.
Yeah.
Come back out.
Exactly.
I don't even care what you bring me.
Yeah.
Does it have alcohol in it? Count me in.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Another pro tip.
These are chocolates with whiskey in them.
Buy the Miller Lights and be like, oh, I see they went back to the old label. Now you're a pro.
There you go. Go up there and
that's right.
go, this reminds me of when I was only 40. I still had some youth.
Back when I was at state and we won
Yeah.
champs. Wait, what?
Go Colts.
Do you have any,
Wolverines.
do you have any Becks?
Exactly. You got to get some old shit.
Olympia?
Do you have this in pony bottles?
You're out of Schaefer.
I got
see.
you.
I'm not used to this 5%. I need the 3.2.
Ask for a Michelob full flavor. Then they'll be like,
Yeah.
this guy gets it.
Where's the Michelob Light? I'm supposed to be having a
Yeah.
party. Some people from the senior home.
With the weird looking bottle. The brown bottle. Not Mick Ultra, Mick Light.
Welcome to the senior dance.
Yeah.
All right. Who's a widow?
I like my odds.
Oh, shit. This episode has been fun, but
Yeah. And weird.
I feel like I'm in a little bit of trouble. I need to edit out 30 minutes.
It's a good thing your wife doesn't listen.
Let's just hope no one she knows listens.
Yeah. About
That's
that.
going to be an issue.
It very well could be. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Just don't tell Brennan's wife if you know her.
Yeah. I don't really know what that one is. I just wanted to push that button. I don't know. I was like, what is that one? Oh, shit. Look, everybody out there, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. We really do appreciate it. If you get a chance, reach on out to us on our Facebook page. If you got too much money, you just want to get rid of it, you got plenty of places to spend it. Nectar Sunglasses, drop ITPH. Ryan Parker, he'll help insulate it. Screen Door Mortgage, they'll help actually help you save some money in the end. There's a lot of good places you can spend your money, but if you have way too much, reach on out to us at Inside the Pallet House on Venmo. You can always reach out to us on the Gmail. That's insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. Or you can always find us at ITPH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. I do realize that's a lot of different names for all the different platforms. This was literally our first time doing it. So-
Yeah. We're still new.
And if you haven't had a chance to Cincinnati swap your coworker that you now have to see again for the first time in 4 months, and it's all awkward, you're sitting there with your mask on, you can't tell if they're smiling, well, just sign them up for the show. They'll smile, and then you'll just know they're smiling under that mask. All you do is reach out, grab their phone, sign them up, go to the subscribe button inside the Pallet House, and then sanitize your hands. It's an easy process. It's just one new step. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think? Wait, what?